ask, a heart that wants to believe. That wants to believe. Now think about this. There was a story about a fellow that had a donkey. And he had a hole on his property, a big deep hole where they were digging a well. And this donkey fell into the well, into the hole, and fell way down in there. And the donkey was baying and just bawling, trying, and they couldn't get the donkey out. And he continued, and the farmer had done everything that he could think of. He couldn't get his donkey out. And then he got to the point where he thought, well, I can't do anything, and this is really pitiful here. And so he went and he invited all of his neighbors to come over and to help him. Now, they all grabbed a shovel and they began to shovel dirt into the well. They decided the animal was old and the well needed to be covered up anyway, so they would just cover the animal up. But something happened while they were grabbing the shovel, and they began to shovel the dirt into the hole. Now, at first, this donkey kind of realized what was happening. They were throwing dirt down and on him. He began to cry even louder. But then something happened. He began to shake the dirt off of him to the side of him. And as he shook those shovel loads off, he would step on what they shoveled in. They'd throw another shovel in on top of him, he'd shake it off, he'd step on it. You see where I'm going? He continued to do that. They continued to throw shovel after shovel after shovel in on him. And he would shake it off and he would step up, and miraculously, after a while, he made his way up to the top and just stepped himself right out of the hole. Now, what's the moral to this story? Is this. You know, life is going to shovel dirt on each of us. All kinds of dirt. And the trick or the solution to getting out of that well is to shake off the dirt and take a step up. When those trials come, when those things are coming our way, to shake it off. I know, preacher, you don't know what I've been going through. Oh, yes, I do. I'm shaking the dirt right now. Count it joy. Know and understand. Let and surrender to God and ask with a heart that wants to believe. Shake the dirt off and step on up. All kinds of trials coming our way. But I'm going to tell you what, we're going to shake the dirt off. We're going to shake the dirt off and we're going to step up. Amen. You know, the devil ain't happy. The devil's fighting. The devil's desperate. And he's thrown everything he can think of our way. We just got to shake the devil off. And we got to step on up. And I refuse to wilt. I refuse to. I will not. I shall not. I'm going to shake the dirt off and I'm going to step on up. Amen. And we're going to go on. I know it's tough. I know things are hard. I know the devil's fighting. You don't get down, you get depressed, please. There's some days at school I've just been shaking my head and I thought, man, I am at my wit's end. Because I just seem like nothing going right. Things at school, things, you know, out in the community, things at church, all that, just everything. I'm like, oh. The other day I looked at my wife, I said, look at my hair. I said, look how white it's getting. I said, that's stress. I said, that's got to go. Okay? Because not only is it turning white, it's beginning to creep back and slip backwards on me. Okay? And I got this thing about my hair, you know, I always have. She said, well, they got dye. That's the lady's secret, you know. Yeah, you don't use no greasing formula. Miss Clairlaw or whatever. Number 32 or whatever. Deep brown, whatever, you know. I know the secret, you know. Get some plastic gloves out and start rubbing it in. But I looked and I said, boy, I said, look, my hair's just about white. She said, it's getting there. I said, that's stress. I said, I can't deal. I'm going to let that stress got to go. Got to go. Got to shake that off. Try the truth about it. The truth about it is this. Count of joy. I know it's tough. To let and surrender and to know and to ask. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Amen. I know some of you are going through a tough time. Some of you are facing a lot of things. Some of you may be here tonight and say, everything's great in my house. Hey, come over and tell me about it. Stand and testify for about 30 minutes. Tell us. Some of you smiling. You know what I'm talking about. But this is what I want to do tonight before we leave. I want us to stand and we're going to pray together. And we're going to stand on the Word. And we're absolutely going to be adamant about this. That we're going to shake the dirt off. And we're going to step on up. And we're going to be strong. We're going to unify. We're going to stand together. We're going to uplift one another. We're going to pray for each other. We're going to love one another. And we're going to call on God. Because He is an ever-present help in a time of trouble. His grace is sufficient for all of our needs. His grace is sufficient. So we're going to pray tonight, and I want us to do that. I've had this on my mind since today. I said, I get to church tonight, we all going to stand, we're going to pray together. And you know what? We're just going to rebuke the old devil. And we're going to say, hey, get behind us. Get behind us. Because the gates of hell shall not prevail against God's church. The gates of hell shall not prevail against God's church. Amen. And we're going to stand and believe. So tonight, before we go, and I want us to pray. I want us to bind together. I want us to unify together. I know some of you think, preacher, you're crazy. That's right, I'm crazy. I'm crazy about Jesus. He's all I got. He's all I got. And I got to depend on Him for every need, for everything. And we're going to stand, we're going to bind together, we're going to pray. And unify Him and say, God, you help us. You bind Satan. You be with us. You lift those up that need strength. You lift those up whose arms are weary. You lift those up who are tired. You give us strength. You carry us, Lord, when we can't step on. When we can't make the next step, you pick us up and you carry us. Your grace is sufficient. Amen. His grace is sufficient. If you would, let's stand tonight. We're going to pray.